Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Well, we were getting kind of spoiled with those beautiful clear blue skies in the morning. Looks like we're going to be seeing some clouds all day today. That's all right. It's still beautiful out here. It was actually sprinkling when I walked out onto the beach here. This is the very south end of Vanderbilt Beach in North Naples, Florida. Got a little more wave action than we had yesterday morning. The air temperature is a bit warmer than yesterday. Right now it's 73 degrees. Today's highs are going to be in the mid-80s today. That water temperature is up a degree, 80 degrees, and the tide's on its way in. High tide's around 9 o'clock here on Vanderbilt Beach. Definitely got some rain up to the north of us there. A welcome sight and a welcome relief. We need all the rain we can get now. The Ritz-Carlton over here on my right, just waking up. So I think we'll take a little walk up Vanderbilt Beach this morning, check things out. If you want to hang out with me, hit that share button and let everybody know I'm out here. Invite your friends to tag along. A lot of extra serotonin in the air right now. These waves. Wish you were here walking beside me. Right now there's a little breeze coming out of the southeast. Yesterday the wind picked up a little bit in the afternoon, it got a little breezier. Any lucky winners out there? Did your horse come in at the Derby yesterday? Pretty quiet out here this morning so far. Good morning.
Morning.
Cloudy skies bring quiet beach days. That rain is the big story. Gosh, I hope we get some. Hey, those Facebook stars are working, in case you haven't heard yet. Those of you that have been sending a few stars every now and then, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Or those tips are super important right now. Super duper important. If you enjoy my videos and if you'd like to support my efforts and see them continue, consider sending a little tip every now and then. Every dollar counts. And you can find a link to my PayPal and Venmo account in the text description of this post. The Ritz-Carlton residences over there blocking the skyline now. All is quiet on Sundays there, thank goodness. So I gotta tell you about my eye. My right eye, that's the first one I had done with the cataract surgery, and if you've been following along, you know it's like I waited way too long to get that surgery. It was pretty much like I had a rock in my eye. The cataract's kind of like a calcium deposit, and the thing was huge. Couldn't see out of my right eye at all. Anyway, had that removed last Tuesday. Right after the surgery, man, the vision in my right eye was unbelievable. So clear. I was having like double vision though, because I think my left eye and right eye hadn't worked together in such a long time. They didn't know what to do. It was kind of weird. It's like being in a fun house with those curved mirrors. It was just weird. But that went away. The next day, my vision was pretty clear. Then, all of a sudden, it got blurry. I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened? What's going on? Did the lens fall out? So for like 3 days, it was blurry. Then all of a sudden, we were watching we were watching all the pre-races at the Derby. Had a little Derby party at one of our friends' houses. And all of a sudden, I'm looking around, I'm like, holy cow. Things are starting to clear up in my right eye. I'm like, hey, people, I got to make an announcement. Everybody's like, what? Really? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what does it say on the TV? And I read the caption, the text on the... I couldn't see the tiny text, but I couldn't see anything before I read what's on the screen. They're like, holy cow. I was so excited. I called our friend Donnie last night. Was telling her, she kept me up late talking on the phone. I was late getting out of bed this morning because of her. But anyway, this morning I woke up and it's not as clear as it was last night. It's clearer than it was yesterday morning, but not as clear as it was last night. So apparently, as your eye is healing after cataract surgery, you have good days and bad days for a while. But as long as it's going in the right direction, that's what's important. So now it's a little fuzzy again. I got 2 fuzzy eyes, but not as bad as it was yesterday morning. So that's the whole key. And I want to share that with you because you all got a stake in that cataract surgery. So many of you contributed to that GoFundMe account to make that possible. It was so sweet of you. I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing about it, but it is my Facebook page. These waves are something this morning. We won't be seeing any sandbars this morning. Seen quite a few holes on the beach here at Vanderbilt Beach Park. Come on, people. Let's fill those holes in before you leave. We don't want our sea turtles falling into them. Fill in your holes and level your sea castles, your sand castles. And pick up your trash. Man. Memorial Day ahead of us, Memorial Day weekend, this place turns into a zoo. Whew. A circus. So many people out here on the beach. I don't like holiday weekends at the beach. It makes me sad when I see what people do, how they treat our beaches. See if we see any turtle tracks while we're walking along the beach here. See if I see any turtle tracks. Turtle Club restaurant and Vanderbilt Beach Resort over there. I highly recommend that place if you're looking for a place to stay on the beach. The Turtle Club or the Vanderbilt Beach Resort is where you want to be. It's home to the world famous Turtle Club restaurant. I think that's the best value, the best deal for your money if you're looking for someplace on the beach here. Let them know that I told you about the place when you book your room. Got a lot of friends that stay there. The word's getting out. Looking for some blue sky. Whoa. The gimbal's acting up here. My gimbal's about ready to die here. This is not good. I'm only going to be doing one live feed this morning. But I did want to bring everybody together, or at least give everybody a chance to get together and say good morning to each other, check in with our beach family. Looks like the beach got a little narrower right in here between the Vanderbilt Beach and a Harbor Club and the Vanderbilt Beach Resort. Looks like that beach got a little narrower. We have a lot of friends that stay over here at the Vanderbilt Beach and Harbor Club. I've met a lot of great people that have been staying there. It's a timeshare. It would be fun to see some turtle tracks. It's been a little while since we've walked Vanderbilt Beach here. So maybe I'll stop and give you a peek at the backs of the buildings as I go up there, since so many of you spend your winter months down here. Let you see what it looks like. Breathe in. Soak up all that extra serotonin in the air with these little waves breaking. Smile, be happy. The playa sticking up there on the right, the tall skinny building in the distance there. The Floridian Club and Gulf Point of Naples over there. You know, I really didn't even pay attention to the radar this morning. I'm so used to not having to worry about rain over the past couple of weeks, being so dry. So I really don't know where the little pockets of rain actually are right now. Download your Wink weather app and check it out. Put Naples in as your location, Naples, Florida. I smell some good smells coming out of the Floridian Club. They got breakfast cooking over there, yummy. To La Playa too. When you walk by La Playa, whoa, the smell's coming out of that kitchen in the morning. You can smell that bacon on the grill. Whew. It's torture. Norwegians Pass State Park, about a mile north of me. It was beautiful yesterday. Did you check out that little video that I shared yesterday afternoon, late yesterday afternoon, of the walk starting down at the northeast corner of the pass, down by those beautiful red mangrove trees. I love Huygens Pass. I love Del Norwegians Pass State Park. I don't know if we're going to see any sunlight on the beach here this morning. Right now it's not looking very promising, but who knows? Just turn on a dime here. I didn't see any sun in the forecast. I was thinking about going down to the pier this morning, and I checked that forecast. I don't want to waste the pier trip on a cloudy day. I'd rather go down there on a nice sunny morning. I don't know when they're going to start the demolition on that pier. I think they're still waiting on some permits from the state or FEMA or something. Crazy how long it's taken. It's going to be sad to see it go, but a lot of wonderful memories, a lot of fantastic photos and videos floating around on the internet of that pier. It'll be gone but not forgotten. A lot of engagements made on that pier. Proposals. Huh. Playa, the beach. Couple of our little white ibis friends. I don't know if you can see them there, walking down the beach. I love listening to the waves, and I love that extra serotonin that they kick up into the air, but they also chip away at our beach. That's the downside. There's quite a rise over here between the water line and up on the beach. Got a good 4 foot of difference, maybe even a little more in places. Still early in the sea turtle nesting season for us here in Naples, in North Naples. Generally, the activity, the nesting activity, starts picking up later in the month of May. Then gets busy in June, July, August, and starts tapering off again. It's very exciting though, having that leatherback sea turtle nest down to the south of us. There's got to be more than one out there. It's going to be exciting to see some leatherbacks on our beach. I would love to literally see one. That would be really cool. They're just massive. Seen quite a few loggerhead sea turtles. That's our most common sea turtle here. The most endangered is the Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. Folks get very excited when one of those comes ashore and nests. You finding anything good? Yeah, there's a lot of shells right in here.
A lot of shells. Yeah, this is the best spot. Yeah.
Well, good luck. Oh, I can't wait to be able to go shelling again. Right now everything's still kind of a blur down there on the ground. This all kind of blends together. Yesterday afternoon I could have come out and done some shelling. Things look kind of quiet at La Playa. It's almost like somebody flipped the switch here. Right after Easter, man. Which was only a week ago, huh? Everybody goes back home, back up north, where it's a little cooler and you don't have to worry about storms. Getting a little brighter up in there, over there. Really no signs of blue sky yet. So if you're just tuning in, I'm walking north of Vanderbilt Beach. The water temperature's 80 degrees now. The tide's still coming in. High tide's around 9 o'clock. Air temperature, in the probably low to mid 70s right now. Probably getting up around 74. Be in the mid 80s today for a high here in North Naples. Just so you know, dogs are not allowed on the beach here. It's a pretty steep fine. It's either 125 or 150 bucks. So keep that in mind. That's the one rule I really don't like. Wish you were allowed to have your fur babies out here, but so many people didn't pick up after their dogs, they ruined it, and Collier County said forget it. Okay, we don't even have a dog beach here in Collier County. We have some dog parks, but no dog beach. The only official dog beach is up in Bonita. That's an awesome way to start your day. A little beach time with Robb and our beach family. Old Robb. That's kind of a signature view there, looking south down Vanderbilt Beach with the La Playa in the shot. Everybody knows where I am when they see that. Boy, we've seen some beautiful skies early in the morning from right here at this spot. And we're going to see some beauties over the summer. Man, you get those early morning storms, and then they stop, they move out into the Gulf, and the sun comes up, and those clouds just ignite with color. They just catch on fire. We've seen, standing right here, we've seen this beach turn orange, just aglow, though. All the sand, everything turned orange many times. That's so cool. A couple of years ago, before Hurricane Ian, this beach was almost a straight line. You know, it's full of all kinds of interesting curves. It's crazy how things change here. If you just come to the beach once a month, it's like a noticeable difference how things change. The zigs and the zags. High spots and low spots on the beach. I don't even have a clue now what these homes are going for, what the real estate market is here on Vanderbilt Beach. How many millions? I know it's more than I've got, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm guessing those Facebook stars aren't working this morning. I'm guessing they broke again. Huh. I think Facebook did another update. I'm not sure. I know the Apple iOS updated. And that can break those Facebook stars. You know, they're working great. If not, well, it was nice while it lasted. Hey, BoatNaples.com. Don't forget about our Thursday evening sunset cruises with Boat Naples, our Southwest Florida television Thursday evening sunset cruises. A lot of fun, complimentary beer and wine. The Sluntcha Irish Whiskey Sunset Coast. They're dog friendly. You can bring your fur baby along. You get to spend some quality time with me. And of course, a beautiful Southwest Florida sunset. You gotta call Boat Naples to get on board though. You say, hey, I want to get on that sunset cruise with Robb. That's a pay per person. You won't see the prices for this on their website, but visit boatnaples.com and get the number and make the call. Also ask about our Saturday morning summertime eco tours, our nature cruises. That's something we're going to start doing this coming Saturday. Mornings are always the best for finding dolphins in the backwater. So we'll do those if we get enough people each Saturday. It's just going to be like, if we can get enough people, we'll do one. If not, put your name on a list, maybe for the following week. Just kind of a casual thing, nothing set in stone. Waves are putting me to sleep. I'm starting to doze off here. A new home going up there. That's our friend Walt and Daisy's house there. The house next door was damaged beyond repair by Hurricane Ian, so they demolished it, and now somebody's building a very big new house there. That's what happens here. They tear down the smaller, older ones, and boom, and then they put a big old monstrosity up. Won't be happy until every inch of our coastline is covered with concrete. And then everybody whines when a hurricane comes and destroys their place. Ha! Duh. on the north end of Vanderbilt Beach now. Inching my way closer and closer to Del Norwigan's Pass State Park. Didn't notice any fresh sea turtle tracks on the beach. Did I miss some? Who knows? If you Google Collier County sea turtle nests 2025, they do post the numbers. I don't know how often they update it. You'll see the numbers for Barefoot Beach, Vanderbilt Beach, Park Shore, I think Seagate, Marco. I think the city of Naples does their own. But you know me, primarily I'm up here in North Naples. Right here where this little 3-story building is, or the older condos on the beach, it actually sticks out closer to the water. The newer buildings are the setbacks a little further. It took a beating, by the way, by Ian and then Helene and Milton. Water went right through the bottom floor of this building. But this used to be a hot spot for our sea turtles. Boy, there'd always be a lot of nests out here. Half a dozen. They'd go right up to the people's lanais there on the bottom floor and lay their eggs. How cool is that? Last year we had actually a very active, a busy sea turtle nesting season. But Helene, well, let's see, there was Debbie, Helene, and Milton took their toll on our sea turtle nests, washed a lot of them away. We had few survive. Kind of sucked. Remember what this beach looked like last September? All the equipment out here, getting the sand out of all the parking lots on the other side of the building. The mountains of sand piled up here on the beach. I don't want to look at that again this year. Let's hope that's all over with for quite a while. Well, you can see Del Norwiggins up there just beyond the last condo. It's been a while since we walked the entire length of Vanderbilt Beach. Started down by the Ritz. Making our way up here. Nice little walk. Clouds or no clouds, it's always nice to be out on the beach in the morning. Go back and check out some of my previous videos. You know, the shorter videos that I record, I'll do some, anywhere from 4 to 10-minute little videos, record those and share them later. Watch those on YouTube. They're in 4K, a lot higher resolution, a lot better quality than on Facebook. You can watch on Facebook, but the quality just is much better on YouTube. Just look for Southwest Florida Television's YouTube channel. I might be changing the name of the Facebook page here to Southwest Florida Beach Television. We'll see. Since that's what it's all about, although I am hoping to venture to some other fun locations, not just beaches here once my eyes are all done and healed up. It'll definitely be a quiet morning at Del Norwiggins. I don't think there's anybody waiting to get in right now. Although you never know. Mariah Bay. That's the last condo at the north end of Vanderbilt Beach. Then we've got that beautiful mile-long stretch of paradise at Del Norwegians. See how the waves are chipping away the beach all along here. A little ridge. This has been an awesome walk, even with the cloudy skies. At least for me anyway, I think it's been an awesome walk. Wish we saw some new sea turtle nests. But they're coming. They're coming. They're on their way. They're getting loaded up out there. Well, there it is. My little piece of heaven on earth. Del Norwegians Past State Park. Somebody needs to see if those stars are working. Alright, my friends, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. Again, hit that share button. Invite your friends into our beach family. Invite them to tag along with us in the morning. The more, the merrier. And thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Thanks for being a part of my life. The beach makes things better, doesn't it? The beach always makes things better. Hey, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in our lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. One nation, under God. Keep her in your prayers. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.